Hey guys, it's your girl Glitter Smokes, and we are back with another chit chat. I was trying to see if I could get the lighting to be a little bit better, but hopefully it won't be too bad. But the reason why I decided to turn on the camera, so if you've watched my other videos, or if you're new, I have had, so far in my life, two back surgeries. I had a single disc fusion 2 years ago. That's pretty much, if you don't know, that pretty much is where they take your disc because, like, basically, I have what's called spinal stenosis, which means a big word that just means that I was born with a narrow spine. And through something, honestly, what I think happened is when I was carrying my son, was laying like inward, like his back was out to the world. When I was carrying him, somehow he kind of like tore a ligament. That's kind of what started the pain. Because I mean, like, I worked jobs where I was on my feet all the time. I was in the marching band when I was in high school, and I'm talking about a black marching band. Like, I was in FAMU's like homecoming parade. Like, I did a lot of things that a person with a messed up back probably wouldn't have been able to do. But all of that probably also aided into whatever this is. But basically what it is that my disc, they have started to deteriorate. There we are. And they had to go in and basically they shaved some bone off of, I think, my hip or somewhere down there. They shaved some bone up and they like man-made a disc. And then I have like these titanium rods in my back as well. So like I always joke and say like, okay, I'm gonna get like my superpower. All that to say, I just found out today that there is a really big possibility that I am going to have a third surgery done. When I had my first fusion, my surgeon, this man saved my life. Like, that's a whole nother story, but he literally saved my life. He is the one that found my tumor. So like, because if you watched my review from today, you'll know it's today because I'll have the same outfit on. But yeah, he is the doctor that found it. So he saved my life and then retired. Like, right after he made sure he got me connected with the people that I needed to get connected to get that tumor out of my body, he retired. That was the first time where I had like a doctor that left where I got emotional. I cried when this man left. But I'm saying all that to say he let me know at that time that there was another disc that at some point was going to need to be fused as well. At that time, it wasn't damaged enough to where it was a need to do that if it wasn't necessary. And I agreed with it because I've been cut up a few times. So it's like, if I ain't got to get no more scars, I wouldn't call them scars. Scars to me are like tattoos. They tell a story. It's probably part of the reason why I love tattoos like I do. That could be a whole nother video. But believe it or not, I knew way back when I was in elementary school that I wanted tattoos. I started off as a child collecting stickers, and then when they started putting like the temporary tattoos in like the little bubblegum machines, I'm 42, if you didn't know that already. I then switched over and started collecting those. And when I say collecting, I'm talking about I had the picture books with the little sticky thingy full of them. I knew that this was who I was going to be. Like, and that is also part of healing, because like when you stay true and when you are fulfilling that inner child, like if you've never done it, I don't know how to describe it, but it just I don't know, it's just a different feeling. It's a different feeling, like in general. Gosh, I'm not gonna get into tattoos because that could be a whole nother video. Because like I'm so happy it is where it is today, and people aren't as narrow-minded as they were back when I started getting tattoos. No, they had just changed the law. It was you could get one at 16 with the parents, signature or whatever. Like they had to come up there with you. And I remember when I turned 16, my mom took me and my brother up there, and they had just changed the law to where you had to be 18 to get one. So like, I remember on my birthday, I was in school and everybody was like, what are you gonna do for your birthday? I was like, I'm going to get a tattoo. And everybody was like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. And I most definitely went. It's this one. Matter of fact, this was my very first tattoo. And like the whole story behind it is I wanted the big tiger, but I couldn't afford the big tiger. So I got the cub, which is fine. But that's like the whole story behind that. There's no real big like significance like most of my other ones. This is just my first tattoo, but like it looks good. You know what I'm saying? I got that when I was 18. I know the lighting is sucking, but like I got that when I was 18. I'm 42 years old. Like, motherfucker look good. But the whole thing about me just kind of getting on here and talking about that is I'm just kind of proud of myself. Because like I said, I've had quite a few surgeries, and here I'm gonna be honest, within the last 7 years, I have low-key been like back to back having, and we're in the surgeries I had to have had nothing to do with, it was shit. It was shit, you know what I'm saying? But and the thing with my back, even that could be like several other videos, because it was a journey even getting someone to listen to me about my back, because I knew my back was fucked up like immediately after I had my son. I knew it. But we're not going to get into all of that because this will end up being like a 30-minute video. But what I'm saying is that acknowledging your growth is a big thing. I never really gave myself credit for certain things. I just always looked at life kind of like, well, this is what everybody does. And I realized, no, it's not, but I'm very proud of myself because there was a time where getting some type of news like that so soon, because like I mentioned in my other review, I'm not even a year from having stage 3 kidney cancer, and it was aggressive. It was like fast growing. It was a very aggressive cancer. Now, thank God it hadn't spread it out anywhere else in my body, so they did have to take my right kidney. So they just removed my whole kidney. And the thing about that is, if there was no signs of any issues, I had no signs. Lab work always came back good. Like, I go to the doctor regularly. Like, I don't play. Like, that's what insurance is for. It was found because it felt like a back pain. And I was going in for my yearly, I made a video about this, but yeah, that. So what I'm saying is, old me would be like losing her shit. And you might even be thinking like, damn, but knowing what I know, first off is getting upset, getting sad, crying, feeling sorry for myself is not going to change a damn thing. The surgery is going to have to be had. I knew this day was going to come. Did I think it would come this fast? No. But I also know what to expect. And the recovery, the first 3 weeks, is hell. And I would much rather do it with my 42-year-old body than 10, 15 years from now, you know? Because along with the spinal, my stenosis, that has caused me to have things like arthritis and, so I ache and stuff like that, but I'm still strong and I'm still capable. I'm a lot more capable now. And I'm maybe shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that because 52 is not old. 62 is not old if you take care of yourself. But it's just more or less the way that I'm thinking is I would much rather do it younger than older. Just because the fact of having to go up under the knife and, all the other things and being up under anesthesia and stuff like that. So, like, it's just more or less like if it's gonna happen, I would just much rather go ahead and get it out the damn way now. Because being in the pain that I'm in and being limited, I can make peace with having to adjust. I mean, I've had to adjust my life. I say this all the time, like, I really feel like when a person has like a major surgery like this, they should include some type of like counseling, because it was a lot more difficult for me to grasp these surgeries mentally than it was on my physical. Like, the body can heal. I'm gonna be honest, after I birthed my child, like, there was nothing that I didn't feel like I couldn't take on. Like, if you can birth and create a whole human being, like, I can do whatever. I can do whatever. I can do whatever. But, like, it affected me more mentally than it did physically. And now that I'm at a better place mentally, it's not, I'm just like, let's just get it done. Just get her done. I trust my team before, now we ain't talking about Dr. Nitka, but like the fact that I'm around doctors that are actually hearing me and helping me and supporting me, and that is very major. And I want to put out there to the world, there's nothing wrong with if you're not vibing with a doctor. If you're not vibing with them, do not keep going. It's not going to get any better. Oh, well, if their feelings get hurt, it's your health. It's your health. But yeah, I'm kind of going around in circles now with this chit chat. Like I said, it was really just me getting on here, kind of just like acknowledging my growth and me just kind of really being happy with the fact that this is not freaking me out, For some, it was probably hell. And I'll be honest with you, like, it's tough. It's tough, especially the first like 2-3 weeks. It's tough. Simple things like just sitting on the toilet. Let me It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not. But I will say this. My second back surgery was immediately when I got out the bed. You know how you got to get out the bed and then they'll put you in the wheelchair and they'll take you back to your room after, Immediately after I stood up to get out of the surgery bed to get into the wheelchair, I immediately felt a difference. Immediately. I was up walking around. Same day. The walking part was fine. It's the sitting down. It's the sitting down. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I am just jumping around. But thank you so much if you stayed and watched this entire video. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, hi. I hope you decide to stay and choose to subscribe. If not, could you at least give me a thumbs up? If you didn't like it, you can thumbs it down. That's totally cool. If you think anything that I've discussed in this video would be helpful to someone, or even if you just want to save it to, refer back to, share it. Why not? But I thank you all. I love you all. Thank you for the support and the kind words. I really appreciate it so much. I hope that I'm shedding a little light, bringing a little bit of joy into you guys' life. That's what these are meant for. They're not to feel bad or anything like that. It's more or less to show that we're human. And it's okay. Like, shit just happens. I'm talking again. So you guys have a good evening, and I will catch you in the next chit chat.